Now we're down to 11,394. What I think is going to happen, just based on that, is that we're actually going to have a bit of a retracement down to 8,000, 9,000. That's kind of what a lot of people are saying. You know, if we take a look at the 1 month, I mean, there's some support at 8,900, so maybe it'll go down there. Some people are saying it's going to crash even lower. I guess there's all kinds of support if we look down over here. Honestly, what I'm kind of looking for is like another place to kind of buy in, because like, I think it is going to go parabolic soon. I don't know if it's going to quite, you know, I don't know when it's going to happen, but whatever, the next year or whatever, in the next couple months. What I think is really going to get crazy is when we surpass the previous all-time highs. I think that's when people are going to start heavily FOMOing in. So I think it's just a matter of like once we reach that point that it's basically going to go up to like 100K, like what everyone's predicting. At least that's what I think is going to happen. I mean, it would make sense if like, because I remember like I didn't even get into it until a couple months ago, once we started breaking out from the like lows of 3,000. Then I was like, oh wait a minute, like this is actually I thought it was done forever. I didn't buy in the last time it went up, but then like I didn't know like just the history of Bitcoin is like it just goes parabolic all the time, and that was super fascinating to me. That like no, like this is what it does. It goes parabolic, then it consolidates and goes parabolic. And I think most people don't know that, and I think it would make a lot of people get into the crypto space if they actually knew that. No, it's had a history of going parabolic a couple times, but I don't know. It's super interesting. And I figured why not start a crypto channel. I find myself watching like a bunch of different channels like every day and just learning all about it and always looking at the charts and honestly just trying to save more money to acquire more before the giant parabolic spike again. Gotten into any Litecoins, altcoins yet, but yeah, I was just thinking about like, I remember Litecoin was one that kind of came up early on. So like, let me take a look at that. Litecoin USD, it's like at 100 right now. So 3 month, again, the 50-day moving average, massive drop off from the 200-day moving average. And a lot of people I've been following, they've been saying like, oh, the altcoins are going to spike basically when Bitcoin reaches the 20,000, right? Once it surpasses the previous all-time high, then people are going to start looking into alternatives for, you know, to maximize the gains basically on the run up, on the next parabolic run up, which totally makes sense. You know, people are greedy, you know, as long as it benefits themselves. So, but yeah, I'm not really too interested in altcoins right now. I'm sure I will be in the future, but definitely, I guess the term's Bitcoin maximalist. But I thought it was kind of interesting. Like, I'm also a fan of Peter Schiff, and even he's like getting into Bitcoin now. And I guess on Monday he's having like a live stream where people are going to call in. It's either going to be amazing or it's going to be a total like shit show. But it's going to be interesting to watch on Monday. And actually, like what actually got me into buying Bitcoin was when Peter Schiff debated someone on Tone Vay's podcast. I ended up watching it twice because I was like, man, like maybe he's got something to it. Like even if it is like whatever, in 10 years it goes to zero, it's like, why not ride the next wave up? You know what I mean? And not put like all my money into it, but just a little bit, you know, why not get a little bit of gains from it? But yeah, it's kind of interesting how like Peter Schiff was like, you know, he's not really bullish on it, but now he's like warming up to it. So I thought that was super fascinating. But I'm also a fan of Peter Schiff too, so you know, I think that's interesting. Also, like a bunch of people donated to him, so I guess he has like 2,000 or 2,500 in Bitcoin now. So now he's like invested in it, right? Even though it's not his money, but he owns, you know, a real amount of Bitcoin. And if it spikes, you know, to 100K, that's like 20 grand or something, right? So that's real money, real big money. But yeah, anyways, it's my first video. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content like this. Thanks for watching. Bye.